Today's the day we get to find out who's playing where, when, how, and all that stuff. Let's jump into it. What is up, Finn fans? The schedule, for me recording this right now, it is 7:31. Schedule has been released. I have been not on social media since my last tweet, which I think was at like 1:30. I saw one little hint of what could be the Dolphins' last game, and I was like, nope, I'm getting off social media. I want to do this video where I'm literally going to look up the Miami Dolphins schedule, and you're going to get an instant reaction from how many primetime games we have, where we're playing in January versus September, where our bye week is, all of that stuff. Also, one of you guys sent me something, so this will be comment of the day. This is from Anthony. So without further ado, without trying to stretch this mozzarella out, let's look it up. I'm keeping this in. I'm gonna just tapping it away. Got it finally. Took me a hot minute to get it up, but yes, this is my first time seeing it. I have not seen the schedule, and let's see. This is why. Week 17, we're facing Buffalo in Buffalo, January 3rd. That sucks, but that got ruined for me. So like I said, I went complete social media dark. I don't want anything to get ruined for me. Next thing I look for, bye week, week 11. That sucks. It's not bad because, you get to rest hopefully during a playoff run, but it does suck because I kind of would have preferred 8 or 9 kind of in the middle, but 11's not bad. It's better than having it week 4 as the first team bye. Sucks. We're starting off week 1, Jacksonville. Week 1, New England Patriots and New England. I like that. We ended the season by beating them in New England, knocking them from having a first-round bye. We're going to start the season by beating them in New England on September 13th. Then we're home for Buffalo, 1 o'clock game. Very nice. Sweat them out a little bit. Then we actually have somewhat of a primetime game. Week 3, Jacksonville, Thursday night game at Jacksonville, which isn't that bad of a travel for us. Home for Seattle, so it's away, home, another 1 o'clock game. Then at San Francisco. Can they just make up their mind? So it's away, home, away. Then at Denver. So we're at San Francisco, at Denver. That San Francisco and Denver game, 4 o'clock. All right. Then we're home for the Chargers and the Rams, which 2 back-to-back West Coast games have come to the East Coast, 1 o'clock game. Then we are home again for the Arizona Cardinals. No, we're not. Then we're at the Arizona Cardinals, 4:30 game. Now the travel, we don't really face besides we don't face the Jets till week 10, and we're home for that game. Then bye week. Then we're at New York. So it's like home for the Jets, get a bye, go to New York, face the Jets. Or New Jersey. It's right up the road for me. It's interesting. Home for Cincinnati, 1 o'clock. Home for Kansas City, 1 o'clock. Home for New England, which is huge. Have New England come to Miami week 15, not have to deal with the cold. Going to LA to face the Chargers, week 16, that time's to be determined. That could fluctuate. And then last game of the season is in Buffalo, which is going to suck. It's going to be cold for them. Looking at this schedule, I said this before, and I'll say it again. We have one primetime game. It's a Thursday night game against Jacksonville. Do you really blame them for not giving us a lot of primetime games? The Dolphins weren't that great last year. 5 wins, weren't that great the year before. So one primetime game, I'll take it. I will be live that Thursday night for that primetime game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Other than that, the West Coast games are 4 o'clock games. So San Fran, Denver, Arizona, those were all 4 o'clock games. Other than that, they're all 1 o'clock games. Actually, the Giants game, I lied, home game, 4 o'clock game. But other than that, they're all 1 o'clock games. No more London game. That Jacksonville Jaguar game, I'm assuming they probably wanted that to be a London game. We have no London game this year. But looking at the schedule, right? Patriots don't really scare me anymore. Buffalo, everyone wants to say, a lot of Buffalo Bills fans want to say, oh, we had the top second ranked defense. We beat you guys twice. Yes. But that game in Buffalo, if Fitz didn't throw that interception, we would have definitely won it. So I'm not too worried about Buffalo. Jacksonville, I'm not worried about. Seattle, we're playing them home. Russell Wilson, you can never take him lightly. Doesn't really scare me. San Francisco game scares me a little bit, especially playing in San Francisco. Could probably chalk that up to a loss if you wanted to do a win-loss record prediction, which you're not going to get out of me. I'll tell you games I like, tell you games I don't like, but I'm not going to give you a prediction. It's way too early. Denver game doesn't scare me. The Chargers game doesn't scare me. The Rams game doesn't scare me. Cardinals game doesn't scare me. The Jets games don't scare me. Cincinnati doesn't scare me. The Chiefs game scares me a little bit, but the fact that we're playing home, I like that. The Raiders game doesn't scare me. There's not that many games on this schedule that I don't think they could be super competitive in. Like I said, San Francisco, Kansas City, Seattle, Buffalo. Other than that, I see them being in it. I don't see it being a blowout, and I don't see it being that crazy of a schedule. A lot of people want to say the Dolphins have such a hard schedule. Not really. Chargers don't have a quarterback. Rams, Jared Goff. Arizona got Kyler Murray. Jets are the Jets. Denver doesn't really have a quarterback. Jacksonville doesn't have a quarterback. Cincinnati has Joe Burrow. That's going to be a very interesting home game. I wouldn't be surprised if they flex that game to a night game or something, especially if both teams are playing well and Tua ends up starting to play. Raiders are the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? The schedule... a lot of people want to talk about, oh, we have such a hard schedule. Besides about, 3 or 4 teams, it's not that scary to me. New England isn't the same team as it was last year. And again, don't take New England so lightly and don't think that New England is going to be competitive, but they lost a lot. So to say like, oh, the Patriots went to the playoffs, if you want to say like, look at all the playoff teams we played, which is Buffalo, New England, San Francisco, Seattle, Kansas City, you're going to be playing a lot of playoff teams. Buffalo and Patriots aren't that scary to me. You always play different in your division. So looking at the schedule, I liked how they spread it out. The first 4 games on, off when it comes to playing at home. Then you got 2 road games over on the West Coast. I wonder if they'll stay there. Then 2 West Coast games home. The bye is late, so we'll start to get recouped late, hopefully for a playoff push. 3 home games towards the end of the season is crucial, especially if you're trying to get in the playoffs. Week 13, 14, 15 really pushes to decide who's trying to get that wild card spot and who's trying to do something. Around about week 16, you kind of already know who's playing where, who's doing what. So to have 3 home games back to back in that area, I really, really like it. But yeah, I don't hate the schedule. Would I have liked another primetime game? Sure. But yeah, I don't hate the schedule at all. I think the schedule is actually pretty good for the Dolphins. Now, I know a lot of people are going to start looking at schedules, especially NFL Network, and I could pop up so many NFL Network predictions of who's going to have what record and how they were so uglily, so dead wrong. Dead wrong. With some of these teams, having them win about 3 games and they actually win 11 or 12, go to the playoffs, it's just so dead wrong. So for me looking at this, I'm not going to make predictions right now. I'm not going to go week by week and tell you which game we win, which game we lose, because I honestly think that it's too early to tell. I will do it at some point, and I will do it before the season. I'll give you guys my final record prediction before the season starts. I do that every year. But as of right now, looking at this schedule, to say that the Dolphins could win, 7 to 8 games isn't out of the realm of possibility. It really isn't. Like I said, they could beat the Chargers. They could beat the Rams. They could beat the Bengals. They've beaten the Patriots. They've beaten the Jets. They almost beat the Bills. They could beat the Raiders. They could beat the Broncos. So you're looking at what? New England, Buffalo, Jets, Chargers, Rams, Bengals, Denver, right? Jacksonville. They could easily be an 8-win team off this schedule. But again, it's a little too early to predict because we don't know how these teams will start playing. Jacksonville might all of a sudden, Minshew in there just start to gel and play really well. And all of a sudden, that's a really big threat week 3. You never know. Hey, we went 3-0 and then kind of fell on our face in 2018. So anything could happen. But I like the schedule when I'm looking at when we're playing home, when we're playing away. Playing New England home late is nice. Playing them away early is very nice for me. Not many cold games. That's the other thing I'm noticing. Cincinnati game, Kansas City game late, but it's home. Dolphins play one cold game, maybe two. Week 12 at New York Giants. 2 cold games all season. That's really good for Miami. That's the other thing you got to think about. 2 cold games all season. That's really good for Miami. So I'm liking this schedule. I think the schedule's really nice. Get a primetime game early, get our bye late. Hopefully we don't have to deal with injuries. Hopefully we go into this thing nice. I like this schedule a lot. I really do like this schedule a lot. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the schedule. What do you guys think? You can give your record predictions. I'm going to wait. I like to wait a little bit. Like I said, around that 8 wins, 7, 8 wins. Wouldn't be upset with that, but it could be more, could be less. We'll see how training camp goes. We'll see how preseason goes. We'll see how these things go. Things will change. But comment below. Let me know what you think of the schedule. Let me know what you think of one primetime game, only 2 cold games, actually 1 cold game, because, week 12 in New York, not that cold, being that I live around here. So let me know. Comment below, and I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. Now, like I said, for comment of the day, one of you guys sent me a package. This one comes from Anthony all the way from Texas. He sent me something. Don't know what it is. So I'm going to open it up on camera. Right now, it's kind of hard to send packages and stuff being, what's going on in the world. So it might be hard for like me to get a package or something. So if you did send something to me, just email me the tracking number so I can keep an eye on it and potentially get it, and I will open it on camera. The P.O. box or my mailbox is linked below. Don't feel like you need to send me something, but if you'd like to, you can feel free. It is a card. No way. Are you kidding me? Anthony. I don't want to say your last name. For one, I can't pronounce it, and for 2, I don't want to blow your spot up. But are you kidding me, Anthony? I got to frame this. I got to frame this and put it on my wall somewhere. You guys are like, what did he give you? He got Bob Greasy to autograph for me. It says to Doug, Bob Greasy, Hall of Fame 90s. He got Bob Greasy to autograph a Hall of Fame card for me. Anthony, are you kidding me? I have to frame this. I'm like barely touching it. I don't want to touch it. What? Anthony, thank you so much, dude. I have to frame this. I'm not touching this. I can't believe you got me I can't believe you got Bob Greasy to autograph something for me. Dude. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you guys want to send me something, address is below. But if you do send me something, be sure to email me the tracking number so I can follow it and make sure I get it and open it for you guys. Thank you so much, Anthony. Holy crap. It's a good day today. Got the schedule out. Got this. It's a good day. But like I said, be sure to comment below. The preseason, I haven't seen anything for the preseason schedule, so I'll probably do that in another video, probably before another video. So yeah, I will talk about the preseason schedule, but the schedule's a little bit more important. So like I said, be comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Also, check me out on Twitter. I'm going to be back on Twitter finally. I got to make this video, got to check it out, and now I'll be back on Twitter. So be sure to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Also, check out the Bit Boys. Put a new video out today. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm trying to do more stuff on my other channel. I got a ton of ideas. So if you like what you see, go over there. Check out DolphinsTalk.com. Very great site I'm associated with. Great Dolphin content. Be sure to go over, check that out. Other than that, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I got a ton of videos planned for you guys. A lot of you guys are like, hey, you should do this. Hey, what about this? Hey, and I'm listening, I'm writing them down, and I got a lot of videos planned. It's going to be real dead before, hopefully training camp and all that stuff. So I got a lot of videos planned. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell. I'm going to be going live next week. Also next Saturday, I'm going live. So if you don't hit the bell and subscribe, you won't know it. You won't be able to hang out. But other than that, I will see you guys Saturday with my depth chart video that I've been waiting to release. So I'll see you guys Saturday. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.